Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. As we get it in, shout out to each and every one of you, and we love you. We appreciate you here at the show. And sorry we're a little earlier today than normal. We just had to get it kicking and get it going. I'll be traveling today, getting my family back where they are, and then coming back, bunch of stuff going on in my life due to the passing of my mother, and definitely changing up the game. But you know what? It's not God's plan. It's not my plan. It's God's plan, and it is what it is. Shout out to everybody here on the live. We're getting massive movement in Bitcoin. We have a big liquidation level there where we can see a lot of liquidity at 38,005, and even the guy hanging out here at 40K, one of our first big 40K orders, and even some 42,000. However, there is liquidity all the way down, and someone trying to get to 33,000. I believe that's a Hail Mary order that may not get filled. Right now, I'm looking at the bigger liquidity above us. It's just the biggest liquidity we can see, and it's right above us. So it's looking like we're going to likely get up to this $38,500 level, and then we'll go from there. You never know, though. There's not guarantees. Those are just things that I'm looking at here on Le BOOKMAP. All right. Shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to ITrust Capital. God bless ITrust Capital. A great place to move your IRA, Roth IRA. You could trade Bitcoin, gold, silver, all in the same place. You can go from one small coin that 10X back into Bitcoin without paying any taxes. It's absolutely amazing. Shout out to iTrust Capital and BingX. Up at the top there, BingX is a great place where you can trade the S&P futures with Forex and cryptocurrency all in the same go-around, all in the same login. It's pretty nice. A lot of times you're going to have to log into 100 different places. Not anymore. And shout out to Daisy and Finn, my mom and dad. God bless both of them. My mom passed on Thanksgiving this year. It was absolutely a tragic event in my humble opinion, but at least she was with each and every one of us, and she didn't pass alone. I was there with her. So there's nothing more else I can say about it. And it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. We're going to break down Bitcoin for you right off the jump. We found this reversal while we were live. I talked about the 1 minute getting above the 200 SMA and all that. We did that. We talked about the 1 hour getting back above the 200 SMA. We did that. Beautiful double bottom with the move back to the upside with a higher low. Double bottoms inside of double bottoms inside of double bottoms. It was a triple double bottom macro event there. I love seeing that. I see that all the time when I see the shape inside of the shape, inside of the shape. The shape is made of two shapes on either side. It's the same shape. You have a double bottom, higher low, double bottom, higher low with the double bottom, higher low. It's pretty crazy. Same thing going on here with the double bottom, higher low. A bit of a cup with a handle pushing to the upside. Bitcoin looking nice on the 1 hour time frame, like it wants to go, get a bigger move to the upside. It broke out. It retested the key level at 37,008 and bounced right back to the upside. Now we're inside of a flag with our destination, our measured move at 39,630. So right off the bat, I'm giving you an idea that Bitcoin is bullish. I would like this entry here with a stop loss inside of the pattern, right? And going all the way back up to 39,630. This is what I would look at for a move. I like what I'm seeing inside the pattern consolidation. Pretty close to where the bottom of the pattern was. Bullish to me. And the 1 hour stochastic sitting in our favor with lack of momentum in the MACD. And again, it could just be a double top and we can make a move to the downside. Anything is possible. But I like that we just got the golden cross here. Right there with the 50 crossing the 200 SMA. I like the price action is back above the 200 SMA. Bang, bang, bang. Last golden cross we had was there. We had a little bit more of a movement. So it doesn't mean it's amazing. I don't live and die by the golden cross. It's a latent indicator. But what I'm more about is when we get above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour. And we talked about that yesterday. I said if we get above it, look for a move to the upside. And boy, oh boy, we're still in the money. If you open up along the second a candle closes above the 200 SMA with a stop loss on the other end. And I've been saying this for years now. This is like a go-to strategy that I've talked about over and over and over again. So we're looking for Bitcoin to go sideways here on the 1 hour and then continue to the upside. That's my Bitcoin projection and prediction for the day. All right, based off probability of what I see in the charts. I'm not just going on whatever. I'm seeing, the charts convey to me that we will see more probability of a move to the upside for Bitcoin. And that's what I'm sticking to. Shout out to all the beautiful people on the live. Who's here on the live stream? Let me take a look at the chat and see what's going on in the chat. What a blessing to be live and well, each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. God bless you all. Bang, bang, bang. And the big boys are accumulating. All right. I like what we're seeing. Bang. All right, bestie in the game. Shout out to all the Blue Crew. Shout out to Crypto Billy, Lifer Adam, and all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. We appreciate you for being here. sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. We love it, and we appreciate you. We thank you, too, for your constant support of the live stream and coming back for more every single day. We're going to keep giving you value every single time. Shout out to the awesome people. 382 people on the on the viewership. 139 likes. Maybe get the likes up to the watchers. All right. So that's a really good sign that I have for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Now, if we break back inside the pattern and we lose 37.8, we're going to drop back down here all the way to 37,000. And that's just, that's pattern trading 101. But so far, to me, we are outside the pattern. We are making a flag. And the 1 hour suggesting that a bigger move is coming up to 39,600. All right. And that's it for BTC. Let's take a look at the DXY, which was hanging on by a thread yesterday. Got a little bit of a bounce back to the upside. Let's take a look. So I saw this as a descending triangle. As you can see right there, definitely a descender. Flatter bottom there as it had a more trending down, and then it dropped to the downside. My measured move wanted to take it to about 102. We whipped to 102.49. I wanted 102.22. We came back up, but now we are, staying... Babe, the stream is saying that it can't handle it or something. But I had a great stream every time. Maybe it's the kids watching the video. I don't know. Now it's saying that it's not getting enough.
Summer, turn the TV off.
But it doesn't make sense, but I don't know.
Daddy's stream isn't working.
It's clipping, right? Yeah. Let me see here. Funny, the stream hasn't picked up anything yet. So it looks like it's YouTube. It may just be YouTube. So far, everything's okay on my end. So we'll see. I'll stay strong right now. We're still streaming. But it says error. YouTube not enough to maintain a smooth stream, such as viewers will experience. It's not me, it's you. Yeah. Just wanted to find out if I buy Bitcoin with ETH, you still pay tax on it as if it were to sell. Technically, whenever you bought Ethereum, yeah. If you're making a profit doing that, then yes. You know what I mean? Sad to say. If you're making a profit, then there's a possibility, yes. You know what I mean? Pump the bandwidth. I'm happy to wait. So what's the plan for Bitcoin? Clipping a little bit, but you're okay. Computer is melting. No, computer's okay. Oh, I do have a turbo setting I could be on. And get some fan speed up in here. And, I'll take down BOOKMAP for a second. BOOKMAP showing signs of more liquidity, both sides. It's not really picking a side at the present moment in time. You know what I mean? Funny, I thought my internet was checked it twice. You're the man, Sam. We love you. God bless Price family and all the lifers. Yeah. It's buffering slightly, but carry on. We should be able to power through at one point. And again, I didn't change the settings from the whole entire time I've been here. Not one setting did I change, so it is what it is. You going at a different time, YouTube can't handle it over here. What's going on? It's buffering slightly, but carry on. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Usually I don't want to play the actual stream too, so this could be why, because I didn't shut down my buffering. Let's see here if we can get some type of action. It's crazy that my stream setting, usually my streaming software will be the one that gives up the fastest, but everything is fine, but YouTube's just saying it's not receiving enough data, No music, which is great. I have music playing, but I have it turned off at the present moment. Yeah. Don't remind me. Now I gotta put the music back, see? I upped mine to HD. Yeah. Give Marv some lemon water. Funny, I'm on my travel computer, so it's not the same. You know what I mean? Bang, bang, bang. So anyway, we're looking at the flag for Bitcoin that looks pretty good. The DXY wants to fall suit, can't handle it over here, right? What do you think of Miria? Miria's hot. I like Miria, and it could do damage for sure. You know, one of the bigger. You know, it's been getting a lot of buzz too. So whoever's pushing it is doing a good job of like really getting people in there. So, you know, like they're getting people excited about it. You know, see the live says excellent here now. It might be better on Twitter, honestly. Do you think that after BlackRock ETF approval, you'll get 70% replacements in the bear market? Retracements? No, I don't think so. Definitely not. All right, we're back to excellent connection now. I believe it was YouTube just, you know, messing around. We should be good to go. We should be good to go. Just a lot of streams right there. Yeah. Everything looks good to go now. All right. So, look, the DXY, we do see, look, a shoulder, a head, and a possible right shoulder forming. That would push it further up. We want to see the DXY continue to stay lower than 102.94. If that continues, we can go further down to the downside. Shout out to people on the live. Shout out if you're here. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And may God bless you all. May you have a wonderful time. May you stay blessed. And look, the total market cap on the 8-hour time frame looks good to me too as well, right? I like what I'm seeing here on total. Total is the entire market cap of all of cryptocurrency. And, you know, we're starting to consolidate very nicely. And I even see, look, a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder. That wants to move to the upside 68% of the time. 8 hours still pushing, and that says a big move is coming for crypto. The dollar could collapse. Another bank goes down. You know, silently a bank, Citizens Bank in Iowa, I guess, went down like 3 weeks ago. Silently, no one wanted to really talk about it, but there you have it. You know what I mean? Do you think that after BlackRock ETF approval, 70% retracements? No. YouTube being YouTube. IOTA pumped hard. IOTA's been hot, honestly. And you know what I see actually happening is RLC. RLC is looking interesting to me. I'll be honest. It hasn't really made the bigger move yet, but it's been pumping ferociously since 118. And if you think, since its bottom at 93, it hasn't even doubled yet. Most coins have done that. And so to me, this thing is just gearing up for a possible huge move. And I see it like something like this on this 8-hour time frame, and just there's something brewing with this coin, and it looks to me like it's getting ready for another huge move. I would be watching this coin with a radar, RLC, iExec, and it, you know, it's a play on Web3. It's a play on AI technology. You know what I mean? And it just, to me, this thing could really bubble up. I see a 36% gain coming on a swing, but this is something I would definitely be paying attention to. Bit of a double bottom there, strong candle. Strong movement. IOTA. IOTA's an oldie but goodie. If you remember IOTA, we used to trade IOTA back in the day. I mean, funny, I haven't heard that name in a long time. IOTA. Huge pump to the upside there. And look, it was the cup. It's always, see, the Sammy cup and handy. Everyone says it pumped, but look, it was in the cup and handle. If you took it from impulse to there, you'd have yourself in somewhat of a Fibonacci retracement. Yeah, 706 coming back down into the golden pocket. IOTA for massive gains as well. And I didn't see that. I didn't call it. I'm not saying I did. It just boom, boom, boom. I like to talk about our baby JOYSTREAM and our baby GFAL. We've been watching these puppies for a long time. JOYSTREAM gearing up on the 8-hour time frame, looking pretty nice. I like what I'm seeing here. 4-hour time frame as well. Might need to come back down a little bit, all right, and just resettle. But, I mean, it's starting to either make a rising wedge or some type of ascending triangle. A lot of buy pressure on this thing. People getting into it, getting excited about it. I own it. It's at its all-time high, basically. That's like the highest it's ever been. So it's about to go back into price discovery. I see it getting up to 8 cents from this 5 7/10 cent. JOYSTREAM. We've been into JOYSTREAM for a while now on streaming here. You know, it's been fun. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance also interesting to me. You know, we want to see it pull back for all coins. If it pumps up hard, usually it means, you know, all coins will go up compared to where they were, but you want to gain that edge on Bitcoin. That's what you're looking for. Right now, Bitcoin dominance kind of holding it together pretty nicely, but getting a resistance here. So here's the deal. Can Bitcoin dominance hit this resistance on the 4-hour and get a little bit of a pullback? If it can do that, it'll lead to, like, you know, some nice altcoin trading possibly this weekend. It's Wednesday, so you'd like this to kind of, and then get some weekend altcoin trading. It seems to be the weekend seems to be the time, right? Because, you don't have the big money coming in, and like New York and all that, like when you normally have your Monday movement, and yet the money, the market wants to move, and so they turn to the altcoins, and the altcoins tend to get some pretty crazy action. You know what I mean? Shout out to the 204 likes, 408 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you. Sorry for the stream getting a little bit of some issues, but we fought through it. Everything seemed to be fine. It wasn't on my end because I would have definitely got errors all over my OBS. Seemed to be Bitcoin just not getting the right connections at the right moment. YouTube there. Syscoin, have you watched RMRK module NFTs? Remark's been cool. I've looked at that coin on and off. Another 100 subs, 49,100 subs and climbing, on our way to 50K by the end of the year. It looks like we're going to be able to pull it off. I'm pretty excited about that. You should be too. So, yeah, we're looking for Bitcoin dominance. Let's see the 1 hour. The 1 hour is really going to tell me a little more. Yeah, so we want to see it just, go a little more sideways and come back down here for these altcoins. Get some altcoin love. If it gets above this level, though, it starts to pump. So watch it. I mean, that could be a big pump for Bitcoin, and I'll be watching the altcoins. So just be very close if we get above this level for Bitcoin dominance. I'd like a little bit of a pullback for the altcoins. Not too much. I want the overall big movement, but, overall pullback. Watching RUNE closely. If you remember, I made a little bit of an entry into RUNE. I like what I'm seeing for RUNE at 663. Once it kind of picks a side, which to me it's picking the falling wedge here, so we can get rid of the more lateral approach. And this is what I call the Twisted Sister. I put it inside of these two shapes, wait for it to pick an angle or a channel, and then I can try to trap it in price action, and lo and behold, we're ready to go, right? So that's kind of what I'm looking at here for RUNE, all right? And I want to see RUNE just kind of channel downwards a little more. It may not. It's been hot, right? But yeah, I'm just looking for it to I'd love it to come back down here for 482 one more time. That would be an absolute blessing for RUNE. Will we get that? No guarantees at all, right? I take a look at the 22-hour time frame for RUNE, and it's already resetting pretty nicely, and it seems to be wanting to hold above this 530 level. So it could be making a bigger channel, like so even still, where it's going to make, some type of pennant and stay above that zone. It does look more bullish than bearish, so it's telling me it's likely going to make some type of more lateral bullish consolidation. But I got 2 alerts on it. I'll even move this one a little up there for RUNE, and that tells me RUNE could get to 12.92, almost into 13, about 13.10, honestly. All right. WEMIX has been hot. We talked about it last night. Let's go over WEMIX, or we talked about it yesterday. Let's take a look at WEMIX. Nice pump out of WEMIX. Had it in a smaller flag that did, went more lateral, and it's kind of still hanging out, right? Like you can still be like, well, it's still in a flag. Doesn't seem to want to get sold off. Somewhat of a descending triangle to me, but because it's been pumping and still in the sideways manner, looks like it will continue to the upside. Target would be about 218, 219. Shout out to Greg, GMBT, man. God bless you, Greg. Thank you for jumping on into the live early. Thank you for being here, brother. Shout out to my man, Greg. GMBT. Check out GMBT, everybody. Go check out GMBT. I'll show you his channel. This is one of my buddies. He's starting his YouTube journey. You got to give him some love. All right? So head on over to GMBT and subscribe. Let's get him to 1,000, at least to 500. I know we could do that. All right? And he's doing all sorts of different cool stuff. So check him out. Check him out. I mean, look at that birdhouse. That's crazy. A luxurious Martha's Vineyard birdhouse. That thing is beautiful. So he's doing his thing. He's doing his thing. Look at that. Look what you did, bro. That's pretty cool. See? 4,000 views. I mean, that ain't bad, dude. I got to hand it to you. That's right where my mom died. Right there, sitting in that chair. She was probably sitting right there in that chair. So crazy. Oh, my God. I'm impressed, though. That was pretty good. See? See what you did with just a little bit of thought? What are your general scenarios for the next 2 months considering ETX, CPIs, and other macro stuff? I don't look at it like that. I just look at, price action one day at a time, man. One day at a time. I know I'm going to be here tomorrow and the next day, God willing, inshallah, and I'm just going to go over price action each time, right? Would you be able to do an analysis on PAL? Yeah, PAL AI and TIA. I like to see what's going on with PAL AI. And talk about the fan funding. Let me pop out the chat real quick. I've been looking at the chats while it's been kind of in its own. And apologize for the early setting. I'll be back, though, at my regular scheduled time tomorrow. Don't worry. I won't do this too often. taking the early morning analysis. God bless you, brother. Might as well take a look at the other bigger, we'll look at the S&P too as well for you. And the NASDAQ. All right. Shout out to Jamie. Let's go keep the likes up. Shout out to Jamie Zeno. Thank you for the fan funding. God bless everybody here on the live. Lost my brother last night. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Casper got listed on BitTrue. I own some FET. I like to hear that. I own some FET too, man. Send in a super chat for TA or deep dives if you want me to go over a coin. Right. So we're going to take a look at FET. FET's been a hot coin right now. It's been moving. And it's been showing signs that it wants to continue to move. AI has been hot. AI has been getting a lot of love. That's the narrative too. And, people want to build their bags for the narrative. So you have people building the bags, and you have some new people jumping on in. You're getting kind of the best of both worlds right now for those AI coins. That's why it was good to start positioning ourselves in that bear market. Really digging into FET, buying FET when it was way down on the lows here. Back at 37, 25 areas right now. It's already ripping up to 52. FET taking no prisoners. I see FET continuing. My target for FET is 73, right? Low, short term, but I see way bigger moves for FET coming up, all right? Assalamu alaikum, brother Sam. Amen. Assalamu alaikum, my friend. So I'm looking for this to continue to move, all right? Right-click this on and keep a nice alert there on FET, but I like what I'm seeing for FET. Fetch AI on the radar, all right? It is that 30-minute chart, but that could get things going. I like what I'm seeing for FET. And FET's been hot. Sam, are you familiar with Rose? Yes, I am. We used to trade Rose on and off for the last 2 years. Oasis, for sure. Love Rose, baby. Visit the new amazing Crypto Lifer website. Check it out. On the radar, FET. Yep. A lot is not burden the soul beyond that it can bear. Amen. Shout out to Stone1YG. I'll be honest, man. Me and my mom were like this, though. And she had so many plans. Like, I'm still not, like, willing to believe that this absolutely happened. I'm just not there yet. Like, I'm letting my mom believe that somehow, some way, I'm going to see her again. And I know I'm going to see her in the next life. But I loved her in this life. So I said to my wife, I know I'm going to see her in the next life, but I'm being a baby about this one. Like, I loved her in this life. Like, I loved her with my kids. My wife we got a newborn. I was excited to have her come over and spend some time with us. My mom finally was just, by herself. I know she missed my dad, but it was nice that she didn't have my dad was going through a lot, and it was taking a lot of her time to take care of him. And she finally had some time to herself. And that kind of made her funner and freer to be around, and it was interesting. And I was really excited to see where my new life with my mom was going to go. Like, it was like I had a whole new life with my mom. Shout out to Josh Brown, DOMI Web3 by Runescape Developer. Yeah, DOMI's getting and shout out to Josh Brown with the first super chat in the live. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the first super chat. We really appreciate that. And DOMI Online, a lot of you guys are sweating DOMI. It's getting a lot of love lately. It's all right. The game's cool. I think it's getting a little more hype than it deserves, but I think it's still hot. I'll give it to you, but I think it's okay. Star Atlas maybe even better, or, comparable. But DOMI Online's getting a lot of love. All right, and it's not in a lot of places too. You got to get it wrapped on AVAX or get it here. And it's been getting sold off a little bit too. So last time we looked at it, I pulled a fib on it. Let me get rid of the moving averages for a second and take a look at price action. So last time we looked at it, I pulled a fib just to see kind of what Fibonacci levels it was coming back to. You can see it had retraced to the 786 fib, which just tells you, it doesn't usually get much lower than that. Usually you are going to get a bounce. And so far you have been bouncing back to the upside. You can also see this is a previous support and resistance level. And you really don't have any resistance or sell area till about 5388. All right. Not a lot of love in the VRVP. You just don't got a lot of price action to go on. If you love this game, this may be the last time to load up at some lower prices. The 4 hour could come back on down. To me, the daily looks ready to rock and it's starting to move. So, again, if someone really appreciated this game, did their research and really liked it, for me personally, if I was going to hold this long term, I'd definitely be DCAing into these areas because, I mean, you can see it's undervalued at this point, right? It's been sold off. Like, you didn't want to, you know, rush in when it was overvalued up in here at about 9 cents. So it definitely could double up back to 9 cents pretty fast too as well. All right. Am I going to get into it? I don't know. I don't know enough about DOMI. I'm not too in love about it. If I got in, it would be like 500 to maybe $2,000, something like that. It wouldn't be that big of a position. You know, I bought my first bag last day and a half ago, around 3 cents. Hey, you're doing pretty good then already. Already up about 30%. But yeah, DOMI. And again, where is DOMI going to go? Well, it's going to go the length of this pole. That's its next measured move. And you're going to see it somewhere at about probably 10 cents. Then it'll be into price discovery, and it may get some news too. So, and Bitcoin could be pumping. So it could be like the perfect storm for a nice pump, right? There are two types of people, those in the 99 and those not yet in the 99. Amen. Amen, 100%, right? So DOMI looking interesting to me, something definitely people want to write down and think about. You know, I'm looking more too at TWT, looking more at that decentralized framework, Trust Wallet, you know, things that people need to use. Trust Wallet, every time DeFi gets hot, Trust Wallet will start to make a move. And it's been a while, right? No one's really talked about Trust Wallet in a while. It's been quiet. I don't own any at the moment. I'm thinking of it. I'm like, man, you know, what's up with Trust Wallet? I'd like to see it maybe come back down there one more time. I'll keep my radar on it. Here's the two ways I would get into Trust Wallet. If it comes back down to this level, that would be a really nice area. And if I find some bullish div, and if it breaks out and retests 125, that'd also be a pretty nice area. I see 187 coming for Trust Wallet back to the upside at one point when, you know, DeFi really starts to move. Trust Wallet tends to go, you know, with DYDX and things of that nature. There's a perp on this one. I don't like, see, that's a lower low, kind of an M pattern. You're looking for this to kind of come back further. So look, yeah, so we're looking for more of a retracement here, possibly one more time for, you know, gaming coins really took off. All right, they're becoming like the bee's knees right now. Could it be in a symmetrical triangle attempting to hold on? There's a chance. If it bounces there, then I'll erase the bigger falling wedge. If it falls through, then we know it's not in the symmetrical. That's why I like making these double pattern ideas. All right. Big ups to Zeno. Shout out to Crypto Bear Baker. Shout out to Love Learning. I bought myself my first bag. Shout out to Josh Brown. Death is the evolution of our consciousness. The 99 is an ecosystem of some of the most brilliant traders in the space. If you're having trouble with the charts, there's always someone there to help you. Yeah. DYDX is a token unlock too. I like to hear that, so we could probably get the lower low on that move. Everyone's wondering, is SHIB going to break out, right? I'm not a huge fan of SHIB. I own some SHIB because I believe other people will probably pump it up. And then I'd like to sell it when the hype is real. All right? And that's kind of where I'm at when it comes to Shibi Inu. Now, it's in a very long consolidation. Like, look at it on the 4-day, the 5-day chart. That's consolidation. That's what no one really cares. It's just kind of going sideways, up and down. But eventually, it'll find its way, right? And you can see it's like it's in that rounded bottom, pay the bill type of thing. 4-day chart's a little overbought. Let's go to our daily as well. Our daily slumping. To me, it's funny. All these coins look something like this, like they're going to come back down for some lower lows right now. Watch out, too. If Bitcoin dominance makes that move above that key level that we were showing you, you definitely could see some altcoins bleeding. All right. And right now, Bitcoin's struggling, not doing amazing, just staying inside of the pattern right now, just kind of somewhat sideways. We'll take a look at the 15-minute. 15-minute got overbought, and you can see it's rolling over. Kind of a, it's almost in a diamond pattern, but there's your high, there's your low. The stochastics came back up, right? They're curving, but you didn't get above the high. So, to me, you're just consolidating nicely. As long as you don't lose this bottom trend line, things are okay. Things are okay. As long as you don't lose that bottom trend line, things are okay. You can go more sideways, make your move, and, again, I'm looking for this idea here is the length of this pole, which is looking pretty nice for Bitcoin. Yeah, and with a little slant, I figured it could come to the next resistance more, somewhere to 39,650. So that's how I'm looking at this next move for Bitcoin, as long as it stays inside this channel. And so we have a few hours to observe to make sure that Bitcoin does stay more sideways. Again, it could easily fall down. If it goes inside the pattern, then we short it back down here. Simply put, Shout out to RC Moore for the 199 super chat. God bless you, brother. Shibby, shibby, shib, shib. Yep. bitty Bitcoin, shibs. It's all about those little I don't know, little ideas there. Shout out to the 632 people on the live, 286 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's take a look at XNA USDT, and that's NEXA AI, which was holding its own pretty nicely. But remember, I mean, it came out pretty early, hit a beautiful high of 7, back down to 5. To me, long-term hold, looking for dips to buy, NEXA AI. Like, if we can hold this for 2 to 3 months, we'd be surprised where we can end up for NEXA AI. I like looking at the other chart because it was on CoinEx before it was on anything else. So I'm going to just head to the CoinEx chart. It just gives me more information. I know it is on MEXC as well. But I just like getting that information. What's your thoughts on DOT? Thanks in advance. I mean, I like Polkadot. It's going to be here long term. It's a beautiful, it's got a beautiful ecosystem. It got built by very smart individuals. It tends to move slower. It has such a big market cap. It's going to take its time. It doesn't tend to pump like all the other coins. And it has a lot of other, it has all the parachains, Akala, Fala, Kusama. The better off idea is to play a parachain or some type of smaller coin on the Polkadot network that will probably give you a higher return. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. That's just the way I look at Polkadot personally. Like if I like Atom, Injective probably is going to pay me more. Stuff like that. If I like AVAX, Trader Joe may pay me a little more. So, XNA Exana. Where do you keep Casper dropping to a good buying opportunity? Honestly, it's staying inside the channel. It may never go lower than the 12.5, 13 cent level. It's looking pretty bullish to me. A lot more people know about it, getting that movement, so there's a chance that it doesn't make the dip. I was looking at it this morning and saying the same thing to myself. There's a low, there's a high, there's a higher low, bit of a cup and handle. However, it is a descending triangle for XNA, and, we've been slowly moving to the downside. You really want to look at the bigger time frame, and you want to see how far away are we from a 21-day moving average. So it's telling me that, eventually the 21 is going to have to kiss the price action is going to have to kiss the 21, and then from there, we'll go from there. I also like to pull fibs, and so I'm looking somewhere into the 3.5, 4 cent level if this can come and pull back. That's a healthy retracement, right? Sam's most positive outlook, even after all that has happened this year. You know what I mean? Thank you. I'm very blessed. Beat cancer in 2017 to chemo and surgery. It made me disabled. But I have so much to look forward to in life. I always think this way, though. I love it. I love to hear that. God bless you. Exactly, man. I still have my facets. I still can move, right? Now AI make more trouble. Fake getter sold their pattern made by AI. Anyway. Don't stake dot. Freakers 30 days to unstake. I know, right? Bull flag on link on the daily. Yeah. And shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. If you want to trade where we trade, if you want to do what we do, I'm going to give you the links right now to join the trading group, to jump on into MEXC, and to join my newsletter. My newsletter is really how I can keep the whole family together no matter what. No matter where I go, no matter what happens, jump on into the newsletter today. I'd greatly appreciate that. It would be awesome. And here, I'm just going to pin my favorite links to help you. I trade on MEXC because it has 0 spot maker and taker fees. All right. I mean, you can go buy coins wherever you want, but that's 0 spot. Like, not paying a fee to DCA into Bitcoin, to me, is amazing. I bought on Binance $5,000 one day, and I ended up overpaying like $150 on the price, and they charged me like $400 in fees. $500 when it was all said and done. Had I just sent US Tether to here, I would have paid 0 fees, saved myself $500, got myself more Bitcoin, been a happier guy. So, lowest fees in the game, MEXC, definitely open yourself up an account just to have it on the back end. You know what I mean? Have it just to be DCAing. And it has a really good futures trading user experience. Like the user experience is awesome. I love trading futures on MEXC. It's just easy. It's more intuitive. It's faster. The orders get filled better. You can move your stop loss just by scrolling up and down. I find it really, really easy. All right. MEXC is the place to be. Also, my trading group is going to really give you an amazing edge on the market. We're going to look for coins all the time that no one else really knows about. We're going to find coins super early And we have a knack and a way to do it. You know, I've been doing it for a long time, so I'm in the practice of doing it all the time. And it doesn't stop. It does not stop. God bless each and every one of you for jumping on in and being a part of the live. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. All right. Sam, I would look into Alliance Block, NXRA. You know, it's funny. We were trading that back in the day before they changed their name. You know, remember they changed their name a little bit? Yeah. 6 hour Bitcoin candle, interesting. Straight up from the channel. What do you think of the trend? I like the trend. Yeah. You're a great trader and a good influencer. Keep pushing, man. Amen. I cannot afford the discount for 3-month sign up, but still looking to do the 99 working into my budget. I'm on SSDI, so fixed income. Okay. I was planning on staking Doc. Glad to hear your thoughts on staking. Yeah, I mean, it gets locked for 30 days. I don't like any type of staking where I'm locked up for a long period of time. I don't like that. I want to be moving. You know, I don't want to be stuck. I don't want my money stuck. That's another reason why I wasn't into staking certain coins at certain times. All right. So look, if we look at Shiba Inu, back to this idea, you know, I want to see it stay above this key level right here at 782. If it falls 782, I'm looking for the double bottom or maybe even lower part of this channel. But if it can stay above 782, make some type of, you know, cup here, I'm looking for it to break out. But honestly, not a fan of price action right now in SHIB for the moment. Tight moving averages, I like what I'm seeing. Can it get to the 200 SMA? Yeah, it doesn't have a lot that I look for right now at the present moment. Looks like it could just be in some chop, more sideways chop for a while. And too many people are falling in love with these meme coins when there's real action out here, you know. Like imagine being stuck in a meme while Casper was ripping and be like, oh, my Pepe coin's going to make it. You know, I mean, it all, you know, whatever, but. NXRA's been hot with the double bottom here. Alliance block on the 3-day chart. Getting a little overbought on the 3-day, though. You know, you can see we were looking at it back in when it was back down here at 5 cents, right? Already went up to 12 cents. Now it's inside of a flag on the 12-hour, looking like it could make a nice move. And a lot of these coins are continuing to pump. You know, they're looking interesting to me. It could do some damage for sure. The target would be here at about 19. But, you know, it also could be making a shoulder head and a right shoulder. It got pumped up pretty nicely already on the daily. Coming back down. I'd wait for it to come back to the bottom of the pattern at least. The 4-hour looks a little extended. I want to see it maybe bounce off the 200 SMA, hit this key level at 10 cents, and it'd be more attractive for me personally. 77's there on and then I'm looking at NEXA. NEXA which is interesting. It looks a lot like NXRA, but it's different. It's NEXA. And NEXA is another proof of work, smaller coin. It's like the next, it could be the next Casper or the next XNA. You know, I'm just looking for that profile. And this has that shoulder, head, right shoulder. You can see it kind of broke out. It's now flagging outside the breakout. So it broke out of a bigger flag, then it's making another flag. Usually when you flag after you break out of a falling wedge, there's a bigger move coming too. So I'm looking for NEXA to make the breakout. Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. Bit of a complex inverted head and shoulder getting tight in the zone. Could also maybe do something like this and say it's inside of this bigger channel. And I'm in this personally. I like what I'm seeing with it. There's some hidden bullish and some movement coming. Tight moving averages above the 200 SMA. And it's just getting started really. No one really knows about this coin. Very small. NXEA, NEXA. Something you might want to just write down and think about. You know, I want to just keep hitting you with the coins that matter. Let's take a look as we enter into market open for the NASDAQ ES1 S&P Mini Futures. So if you've been with me for a while, I've been talking about a beautiful reversal for the S&P. I gave you this giant cup and handle, as you can see. Even put in the actual entry with the stop loss and everything, which was right here with the divergence at the 618 fib. We have bounced from there so far. You were in the money. First target acquired at 46.38. Or almost, no, not yet, but we're getting close to it. You know, my bigger target says by next October, we're going to be sitting somewhere at 6,000. They're going to print so much money. What are they going to have to do? You know, where's that money going to go? What's going to happen? Now, we pumped up on the daily. Look, we went from here all the way up. We'd had so many days of pumpage. Now the stochastics need to reset. They're going to tell us a story. If the stochastics can reset while we go sideways or get minimal pullback, then we're in for more and more pump, right? If we lose key levels and we start a downtrend, then we can see the stochastics are going to take us for a ride down. The stochastics can teach us, when we look at how price action moves in conjunction with stochastics RSI, we can begin to kind of get a sense of what's happening in the market. What I mean by that is, like, if we walk, like here, we were high, we came back down. We came back down, but we went sideways. So when the daily reset on the Stokes, but price action did not, that told you there was more moves likely coming to the upside. Look, you got above a point of control there and pumped to the upside too. The daily's still pushing, 1 hour still saying, hey. So it's gonna open a little extended, right, from yesterday. You can see that it broke out pretty nicely. Made some type of channel right there, or broke to the upside. You would see this likely going to continue as the market opens this morning. The 4 hour looks interesting. You have a lot of action. Shoulder, head, and shoulder there, though, and you're at a resistance point. I need to almost redo this whole chart again and like really redo what's happening. But I've had this for so long, I don't want to lose my like S&P macro analysis. I'm going to take a look at, right now I want to group this. So what you'll do is you'll highlight everything. You'll right click and you'll hit this create a group of drawings, and then you'll hide the group, right? And this will just kind of reset us a bit. We'll get rid of the moving averages and we'll take a look at like the 7-day, the weekly. So remember, we were getting extended, but they tried to pump the price back down. If the dollar keeps dropping, everything, including stocks, continues to go up in value, right? So like this is the new channel. So I do see us probably coming back down, possibly. But look, I mean, the 7 days suggesting a huge move is coming. So I'm overall bullish. I really am. And if we get above this high, just look for the retest. And that is headed back even further to the bigger target that I've talked about. So the bigger time frames look great to me. We just kind of see how what this daily does. Like, the daily to me is suggesting, hey, I'm going to come back down at least and touch the bottom of this pattern, or maybe one of these key levels of support or resistance. But again, we could even, the smaller time frame suggests that maybe there's more pump coming here. So that's why I had to look. I just wanted to take a look at what's happening in the chart. And that's a beautiful flag, and it really even has an elongated pole, but you could even take this as you're breaking out. I mean, I'm looking for more continuation here. And if we do get a resistance, fine, back at the bottom of the channel, but overall, I'm still bullish on the S&P. I really am. Very interesting. Shout out to the 736 people on the live, 351 likes, $9 in chat revenue. God bless each and every one of you for coming on in. I really, really appreciate it. People getting bearish. We're in for a short squeeze. Yeah, I mean, I could see a short squeeze coming too, right? Let's go back to BTC for a split second here on the Binance chart that I use. Just because it's the one I've been using for years. I'm the most comfy with it. But yeah, we're just watching this bigger channel. And we're still just inside of this flag on the 1 hour time frame. No reason to give up on the flag. As long as you stay inside bullish consolidation, you're in what's called bullish consolidation. You're in what you're in it. So lack of momentum on the MACD also suggests that we can go sideways and then get that pump. I like what I'm seeing so far. So good for Bitcoin. Nothing has really changed since we started the live. Even better target, even better entry right there as we kind of came a little lower near the bottom of the channel. I love to buy bottom of the channels over and over again. All right. Let's take a look at Solana. And life doesn't stop. When you're on your way, say you have the biggest company in the world, you're on your way to the biggest dreams ever, and then you lose someone so close to you, like life doesn't stop. Even though you want it, you wish you could just stop everything, right? I can't tell you how much the passing of my mother is destroying me, like inside. I'm being honest. Like it is painful. Like tell me that I can't hang out with my mom one more time, like my best friend. She hugged me. She cherished me. I was the only boy in the family. I was mama's boy, man. She cherished me with all the love in the world. Still to this day, she treated me with so much love and respect. Oh my gosh, she was so loving. She never raised her voice. She was never rude. It didn't matter what was happening in her day. She never came at you. She was never like upset or uptight. She always had a nice cadence to her voice. Hey, how you been? Like, she always made sure that when she approached you, she did it from such a beautiful place. She was literally, truly an angel. She thought of, like, and you know, when you think about that, you thought it was effortless, but you know, she had to think about how she spoke. She put a lot of effort into how she approached you and how she talked to other people. Everyone else just does whatever they want, but like, she didn't do that. She truly thought about what she said and how she said it. She was a gem, you know? And like, I'm going to learn so much from like just the absence of my mom. Because to feel her, I need to be her. And to be her, I want to be more like her every day, you know? So look at this 15-minute. It is breaking out. Someone suggested Solana getting that move. And I can see it getting further up here to about 64. And honestly, ever since that its big pump, it really didn't lose a lot of move. You know what I mean? It didn't lose a lot of movement. So that's an exciting thing to see as well for Solana. All right. Hey, Sam, love you, brother. Everything will be okay. Better days to come. Stay strong. We're all here with you through this troubling journey. Amen. God bless you, your mom, and your family. Life of prayers going out for me. I can feel how much she loved you in your voice. She's always with us, Sammy. Amen. It's just, man, I feel like her life was cut short. She had so many. She had good cardiovascular. She had good, you know, she had, like, her hamstrings were, like, great. She had good calf muscles. I mean, her heart was beating amazingly well. Her blood pressure was spot on. She had great blood pressure. She had no diabetes. Like, you know, she ate well. Like, there's just, like, man. I'll tell you what, man. She was going to the most world-renowned neurosurgeon. Like, she got a meeting with a doctor that no one gets a meeting. And she was like, well, no one gets this doctor, so I'm going to be great. You know? Just like so many, she had such positive attitude about everything. And I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what I mean? You always remind me to enjoy my mom while she's still here. God bless you, man, and your family. Honestly, everyone that's, you know, mom was so sweet. Never swear. If mad, she told me to know those words, and I thank them. I miss her too. Amen. Amen. Remember we were talking about this thing, Axelar. This thing just keeps ripping. Crazy, right? That coin just out of control. All right. We're here for you, Sammy. God bless you all, man. Thank you for being here. Still have my mom, but lost my dad last year. God bless. See how you said still have my mom? That's how I used to feel. Like, I said I lost my dad, but I still have my mom. You know, and now I can't even say that. Like, I don't have my mom. Like, it's just so weird. And it happened like I'm not even home yet. Like, when I get home and look at my house, like, look where I live and just be like, what? Like, what happened while I went away these 5 days? You know? And it happened at Airbnb. Like, she came over to the Airbnb. It's just so weird to me. Like, then I go back to her house, and it's like she was there, and she all had her things there. She didn't know we were going to come there without her being there. You know what I mean? It's kind of like personal. Like, she had all her little things set up in her own house. I don't know. I'm so sentimental about all these things, and it really gets me going. It gets me going. I like MakerDAO starting to pump out of this level. You know, to me, though, I feel like it should be able to come back down to the bottom of the channel. But I guess you could say maybe it's in this widening, you know, widening wedge. I don't know. That's an interesting pattern. I'd like to see it come back down first. MATIC. Let's take a look at MATIC. And then I got to bounce out of here for the day. I got so much on my mind. I got to start packing, getting things ready. Got to get my family where they need to be, safe and sound. Just a lot. I love MATIC right here in this beautiful cup and handle. I look for MATIC to do damage, honestly. It looks so good to me. I like what I'm seeing for MATIC. It's weird how the gradient isn't there anymore in the background. That's a little strange. But yeah, the daily looks good. You got some hidden bullish. I mean, MATIC is looking good to me. 132 for MATIC. And MATIC, MATIC's something that, you know, it'll pump on its own, really, right? So, boom, Semi, got you. Pump on Solana, baby. Amen. Stacks making millionaires. Amen. Rejoice for those around you who go to the afterlife. Hey, she's free now, right? She's free from all the craziness that this world can bring you, you know. Yep. It is what it is. So I'm going to post MATIC here. I like MATIC trade of the week, man. I like what I'm seeing from MATIC. Oversold daily, cup and handle. Really awesome. Really, really awesome. Can't live in fear, though, everyone. You just got to do you and make sure that, you know, things keep moving. All right. We had some stream health issues, all sorts of stuff today. Nice, lifer, early, the way to get it done. God bless you. Amen. You should listen to Bob Marley. Amen. Rejoice for those around you. Yeah. Kuji fighting back after some retracement. Amen. And with that being said, everyone, I'm going to jump on out of here for the day. I'm going to look at Bitcoin one more time. So look, if Bitcoin can't handle this level, you got a bit of a double top here. And you're going to make a move. You're going to break this channel. And look, you're going to go back inside the bigger pattern here. The bigger pattern is the ascending triangle with the flat top. And if you break back inside and you go lower than 37,750, 775, you're coming back down to this POC at 37,100. That's just what's going to happen. That's going to be your short. As long as you stay inside this flag, you're likely going to break to the upside. You're just waiting on the smaller time frames to reset. Like the 15-minute has to come down. All right? You just want to make sure that when it does that, it doesn't lose the channel. And you want to make sure that you continue sideways. As long as you continue sideways, and you know, and it looks like it's going to take 1 to 2 hours, you're likely going to get a bigger move to the upside for Bitcoin. And that's what I see happening here. All right? Someone asked about Caspa. We'll take a look at Caspa. Caspa's just, you know, basically in a sideways channel. You know, making a beautiful bull pennant. And I'll see, I do see, look, shoulder head and a right shoulder there. See a bit of a head and shoulder for, you know, maybe a smaller dump on that smaller time frame. But this is what we're looking at here on the bigger time frame. The 22 hours resetting, and you went sideways inside of what looks to me like a bull pennant. I put an alert here. If this continues sideways, similar to Bitcoin, I see 21 coming for Caspa. You know what I mean? Now, it could make a right shoulder and dump. The idea is you don't want to lose this low. If Caspa ever makes a low lower than that 11.3 area, then look for it to retest, and possibly you'll get some lower prices for Caspa. But right now, a lot of people got into it. A lot of people got excited. It did that pump up to 15. It's doing its thing, and it's still going sideways right now. I have an alert on it, and I'm watching the sideways price action for Caspa. All right. Everyone, God bless each and every one of you. May you have a wonderful day today. Sorry to cut the live stream a little short. I really apologize. Hug your family. Do something nice for your family from 10 to 12 when you would have been watching me. And may God bless each and every one of you for being here. And I'll see you tomorrow for another live stream. Maybe even tonight. You never know if I see something brewing. Jump into the trading group today. I'll be still posting. Everyone else will be posting. We have the elite and more. And there's still things to learn every single day. So God bless you all. Thank you so much for being here. Hit the likes up to the watchers. I will greatly appreciate it. 200 people still didn't hit that like button. The more the merrier, especially on a day we have less of you. I would greatly appreciate it. God bless you all. And have a wonderful day, everyone. God bless you. Thank you.